Hiya. Do you know something? I'm saying hiya like I'm happy. I mean, I am happy because I'm alive, thank God. Today, Thursday, the 26th. It's not Thursday, it's Wednesday, the 26th. Just come back from the hospital. Remember in my last videos, I had an operation, breast cancer. Well, I had an appointment today, Wednesday, 26th of January at 11 o'clock. Not long come back. It took so long because they didn't tell me that it was oncology. Oncology. I can't even say it. Oncology. Breast clinic I was going this time. It's a different department from the one I previously go to. Not realizing that this was a day that they're going to tell me everything that I need to know. Now look at this. I just want to show you guys. Look at all this that they expect me to read. This is for the chemo. The chemo that I'm going to have. Now look. 1, 2. Look at that. That's not even it, you know. That I must read that. And that's the radiotherapy. I guess it's necessary, but right now my brain is not in the mood for reading. I can't even concentrate on my own self much more to be reading all this. To be frank, the doctor that I saw, the nurse, did explain all this to me. But normally I don't go on my own. I would go with someone like my son, my daughter-in-law, my sister. But today, because I didn't know, I just thought it was another checkup to see how the up that I've had is going, you know, so. But it wasn't. It wasn't. It was another one of these, you know, it's radiotherapy. I'm going to have this. After the chemo, I'm going to have radiotherapy. So the drugs that they're going to use, they say, is called docetaxel. Docetaxel. And it's a chemotherapy drug. It is used to treat many types of cancer, including breast, prostate, stomach, head, and neck, and non-small cell lung cancer as well. This doxetal is given into the vein, and so that means I'm gonna have to put. I thought my pain was over after this operation that I had, but it's like it's just begin. The amount of things that they told me that it might happen to me, I can't even repeat them. Because I can't even remember them. I know that it's there and it's all in this paper. Side effects, you know, of chemotherapy. Some of them, they say, can be quite serious. So, because of this, all what they give me, I need to read it. Because I need to know about all the side effects of these medication. For instance, I thought I've gone through the hot flushes already, but this can give you signs of reaction to side effects while treatment is being given. This is this chemotherapy. Can be feeling hot and flush, skin rash, itching, shivering, feeling dizzy, headache, feeling breathless, swelling of your face and lips, pain in your back and tummy. You know something? You thought, okay, your menopausal state, no, you've gone through it. You're going through it. You've gone through all these things. You thought that is it. No, now this is come. Do you know, guys? I thought all I had to do was retire after all the years of working and then go to Jamaica in the sunshine. have a little place where I can go back to. Some nice time, you know. But now this thing has come along. Whoa. But nurse, they said we'll check for all these type of reactions, you know. And most of the time, everybody don't get all these symptoms anyway, all these reactions. So, but they have to let me know what I'm getting myself into. So, the next thing is sore throat, a cough, and you could get diarrhea. Now they said it is important to follow any specific advice your cancer treatment team gives you. Doxitocel. I can't even pronounce this name. I gotta get my tongue around it. You know, I'm still Jamaican. No matter how long I've been in this country, I'm still Jamaican. Certain words, my tongue can't, you know, I've got Thai tongue as well. Certain words. Now I've got sickle cell anemia. And I've got thalassemia. This is a blood disorder that you're born with. You know, and it's mainly from Afro-Caribbean people. So they say. So I am always low when it comes to my hemoglobin anyway. It's always low, not enough iron. My cells don't retain iron, so I have to always be taking iron. Now they're telling me that this treatment I'm getting can also do you know something? I'm not going to read all the things that they say can get. God, do you know, you can only trust in God. That's all you can do, trust in God. Because if you don't trust in God to carry you through this is my next step, guys. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the Angela channel, YouTube channel, and touch the little bell, you know, that give you any new download that I have actually put on my channel, and also share. And as I said in my last talk about this, you know, cancer, breast cancer, lots of women are going through this. I can only talk about my experience, so that's all I'm talking about, my experience. How doxitocel is given. Can anyone let me know how you pronounce that? Doxetl. Doxitocel, something like that. So that's going to be part of my treatment, that medication. It's not finished yet. Then when I'm going to get the radiotherapy, that's just for four weeks, I think. That's after the chemotherapy. Do you know, I'm tired and I haven't even had it yet. And then, you see, I can't even pronounce that one, much more to pronounce this one. Pertuzumab. That's another medication therapy drug. Oh my God. Pertuzumab. Anyone can tell me how to pronounce that? Pertuzumab. And this is also given through the vein. Now, because my cancer had spread in my lymph nodes, you know, so it was like level 3. Dear Jehovah God, help me through this. Petruzumab. Side effects. If you're having these with chemotherapy, you may get some side effect that we have not listed. Some of the side effects can be serious, so it's important to read the detail. Again, temperature. That's some of the side effects. Feel unwell. Severe side effects maybe do not mention, including any we do not mention. Really. Guys, had my operation on the 3rd of December, as I said, and I've been recovering from this. Now it's time. The next stage is chemotherapy, then radiotherapy. I thought when they told me that I was going to have radiotherapy first and then chemotherapy, that's basically what I thought, but it's going to be chemotherapy first. It's a lucky thing I can make weave cap, because they said it's more likely that I'm going to lose my hair, so I've got my weave caps already. You know something, you have to just laugh because there's nothing more you can do. You put your hand, your feet, your whole body, your face, your fingers, your toes, everything in the hand of God. That is what you have to do. I'm going to be going through this. I am going through this. And by the grace of God, I will come through. I will go to Jamaica. Anyone out there who are facing similar or not even similar, dissimilar situation, send me a message. Maybe we can talk. Yo, you know, I'm not the only one that is going through this. Lots of women, from what I can see over the years and since I've been going on this journey, started this journey, when you go to the clinic, there's so many women there. Not just women, men as well, that are going through this. But all we have to do is just, all the women out there that are going through this, be courageous, be strong. You know, be courageous and be strong. You'll get through it. I'm so lucky my daughter is flying in from Canada this weekend, and she's gonna spend some time, maybe a few months with me, so that she can support me. I've got my son, I've got my sisters. The one thing I was afraid of, that I would be alone on this journey, and I would, but thank God I am not, and He's provided and He's there for me. Sorry, and I've got my family, and I just pray to God that they will always know how much I appreciate them and how much I love them. Whatever we go through, we need friends and family. But most of all, we need God to be on our side, to have faith, because He will see us through. Oh, yeah. He will see us through, you know. God will see us through. So guys, these are all paper, and I've got tons more else places that I in a folder. Tons more paper. So I'm going back next week, Friday, and this is more information and the treatment that I'm going to be having, and I'll let you know how it go. Pray for me and I'll pray for you, because right now we all need prayer. We all need to have some faith that things will be better, and if you have faith in God, you know He'll see you through. So be courageous, be strong, and God will see us through this pandemic. We have lost loved ones. We've got loved ones that are sick. So what I'm feeling, what I'm going through, you know, everybody's going through something. So we all have to be strong for each other. We all have to encourage each other, be there for each other. We can't see each other as much as we used to, or we would like to, because of this COVID. But as I said before, COVID is not the only thing that is here. There's other things that are taking the life of people. There are other things that people are going through. There's some people that are on their own completely. There's some people who have no one there for them. There are some people that they can't get out, they can't walk, they can't talk, they can't hear. There are some people who social service is the only hope that they have. So we have to remember those people. There are people out there who they don't even have food to eat. There are people out there who are suffering in the hospital. They have no one to visit them. They have no one to even some people living on their own, and they're elderly and they have no family, they have no friend, because they've become old, and maybe the people that they knew have all died, and so they're, you know, I used to do community caring, so I know. I used to go to some houses and they're just dying to see you come through that door, just to say hello, nice, just to have a chat. And I remember one lady called Mrs. Wetherill. I'll never forget this lady. She used to have they used to send me, you know, to change her dressing, give her medication, make her a cup of tea. But sometimes before I get there, she made me the cup of tea, because you know what, all she wanted to do was to sit and talk, just to have a little conversation. And I remember when she died, that lady, I missed her so much. She was such a lovely lady, Mrs. Wetherill. Never forget her name. And I've been to so many while I was studying and doing community care. You know, I used to get up early in the morning and do this work, go to patient, make them a cup of tea, make sure they take the medication, things like that I used to do. Sometimes I used to even go and buy their shopping for them, take it back. But there's a lot of people here in this country that are on their own. I was hoping when this COVID came that before this cancer come, I was going to apply to go and help, to just go to the hospital or even go to visit. And I can't do that because I am also vulnerable. And it broke my heart, because that's what I really wanted to do, to go and help. Because I know that there are these people who just, some of them don't even want the food, they just want a bit of conversation. So we are so lucky, you know, we've got family. We've got people that we can call. We've got people that we can talk to, pick up the phone. Some of them don't even know how to use a phone. because these days, you know, everything they can't go on Zoom the way we do. No one is there to teach them. Some of them are bedridden, and they're lying there just waiting for a carer to come through that door, and you see their faces just lit up when you walk in. You know, hello, Mrs. Weatherill, would you like a cup of tea? You know, I'm using that name because that's the lady that I just spoke about. What would you like today? Would you like a cup of tea? I remember there was this man, Mr. McCormick. I'll never forget him as well. He lived on his own, and he was ill. And I remember I used to go in. He was a diabetic, to make sure he take his medication, get him something to eat before. He was a West Indian man. And I used to get there quite early for him because he was one of my first clients. You know, he used to have a fish there for me to clean it, and somebody would bring him and I would cook it for him, put his rice and peas in a little pot because he said nobody cook him rice, and I would try and do that for him. I wasn't there to do that, but I used to do that for him. I used to do those little things just for him to make him happy, but that wasn't my job, but I did it. And I remember one day I was in college, and there was a message saying, Angela, there's somebody up in the reception who wants to see you. And I'm wondering, who is that? They say it's a gentleman. I say, a gentleman? And the reason why this gentleman came, Mr. McCormick, because I had told the agency that I'm not able to visit him anymore because I had to go, I couldn't do it anymore because I had to go and do something earlier in the morning, college. I had to, you know, I couldn't do the caring, community caring anymore. And he not realizing, this man used to ask me question where I work, where I go to college. And when I decided I couldn't visit him anymore to let another nurse go to see him, he found where my college was and came there. Can you believe it? He came there. When I went up to see him, I realized it was him. He said, why have you stopped coming to see me? There's no one there to cook my rice and peas, no one there to season my fish and cook it for me. You know, the other person that is coming, they're not doing that for me. I said, that wasn't my job. I just did it for you. And he found me at the college. Oh dear. They had to talk to him and said, no, Mr. McCormick, you can't be doing that. You can't be going to. Oh dear, oh dear. But he did, he came. There's so many of these patients that I won't forget. You know, they have always remained in my mind. In my mind and in my heart, some of them. I did 4 years, was it 5 years of college, because I studied up until my high degree, till I had my degree, till I graduated. You know, so I did that community nursing for 5-6 years while I was in college, studying, taking the kids to nursery early in the morning, to school, pick them up, leave, gone. Oh, I did so much of that, but I did enjoy it, and I was hoping I could go back to do some of that, because it was a lovely, you know, just meeting these people who are so lonely. So, you know, the reason why I'm talking about this, I know that there are people that are worse off than, you may think you are worse off, but there are people that are worse off, and I may think what I'm going through now, but it's, you know, there are people who, even cancer that I've got, there are people who are worse off than me. So all I'm saying is, we must always think that there are others that, you know, suffering. I know I've got the cancer, and I know that some days I just sit and pray to God and say to him, God, you're in control and you will see me through. And I know, I believe that God is with me and he'll see me through. Anyway, basically I just wanted to let you guys know, you know, the update on this. So on Thursday coming, I'm going back to the hospital. They're gonna discuss more about the chemotherapy that I'm gonna have, and I'll let you guys know more. So as I said, don't forget to subscribe and share. And if you would send me a message or something, if you're going through similar things, or if you feel you'd like, you know, to whatever, let me know, okay? You know what I mean. You know what I mean. So subscribe, share, right? We talk again soon. Sorry, I didn't mean to be tearful, but you know, things happen. Love you guys. Bye. Pray for me.